Hello there, Lynx here. Welcome to Sakura Gym Girls. The question is, have you actually gone work out? That's an important question. Because I was supposed to go running and I didn't. I decided, you know what? It's 26th, still sort of holiday time. I'll give myself one day. But the actual workout, yeah, I did it before the episode. So yeah, like the first one with the dumbbells. Anyway, Sakura Gym Girls, let's play it. A week passes during which Asa's able to get herself out with clothes more appropriate for exercising. A vest top, a pair of cycling shorts. Thank you. At least she's not going to be wearing jeans anymore for working out. It's so weird to wear jeans. It can't be comfortable. And most important of all, some sensible sneakers, which don't have insanely high heels. Correct. Correct approach as well. Her ensemble arranged. Asa then queries me on one Tuesday after noon. After we finished closing up the shop. No, you didn't say shut up the shop. See, listen to me already. I said it would be better if you said close up. Boom, they done it. Nice. Also, that is so nuts because it's actually Tuesday for me now. I mean, beginning, literally the beginning, right? So almost 2 AM, but still Tuesday. I actually want to go running today, yes. I think I'll go. So, Shouhei? Now I have proper pair of shoes. Would you mind checking out the gym with me? I know it's getting late and maybe retired from work, but I thought we might as well. If that isn't too much of a bother, It's fine if it'll be easy, of course. I just thought that I'd ask just in case. Gee, you don't need to sound so anxious. I said I wouldn't mind going with you already, didn't I? I know you did, but I don't want to be in a position. If you have other things you'd rather do, we can wait. Yeah, actually, I'm in the middle of recording a video, you know. It's not a big deal, really. So say, but a few months ago you told me you were afraid you'd get cold feet if you put things off too much longer. Now, which is it? Well, I suppose it's a bit of both. You mean you don't want to bother me, but you're itching to check out the gym regardless? Yeah, something like that, I guess. I see. Well, that didn't take much detective work, as it's incredibly easy to read, and I don't think that's attributable solely to the fact that we've known one another for a few years. She tends to wear her emotions on her sleeve, and she's not very gifted when it comes to subterfuge. I've never played poker with her before, but I bet if we were to attempt it, she'd be absolutely awful at it. We should try it then. We really should. But silly of you, your wording totally baseless. Sorry, your wording is totally baseless. I approach Asa, then administer a flick to her forehead. Like, it's a gentle flick. I don't need to hurt her, but Asa recoils all the same. What was that for? It was to remind you that you're not a bother. Spending time with you isn't an inconvenience, so you can knock it off with the pity party. I said I'd go to the gym with you, and I meant it. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. Yeah. Right, I should have known that. I guess, but I didn't want to make assumptions. If you're alright with it, let's go. I'm going to do my best. That you are... I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on, for of course I'll do my best too. I just hope I don't make too much of a fool out of myself in front of Ranko. No, that really would be embarrassing. Maybe a bit, but at the same time, do I care? No, I don't. You bet I don't. Maybe I do. Or maybe in, I don't know. Half an hour later. Welcome to the gym. Do it. And tell me she actually is like, oh, I'm chubby, I need to go work out. I knew that she's not.
Oh my goodness! And get a good look at you yesterday, but now you're in the gym clothes. I can see that you have a lovely body.
Told ya.
Your limbs are so slender, your waist so trim, and this behind of yours. Eh, it's simply adorable. It's very soft, but there's a certain amount of tautness to it, too. You look great in these shorts, but if you were a bikini, I bet you'd really make a scene. I'm sure would be able to keep his eyes off of you. I don't even like women that can hardly keep my eyes off you.
Or I add mutely your hands.
Oh, you are adorable. It's not every day I get to coach cuties like you. I mean, have it right now. I'm very glad to see you feel that strongly about me, but
Well, this happened.
I could keep squishing you behind all day.
I've not been to Europe before. Actually, I live in Europe all the time. Come on. Ow. But I think this sort of conduct would be unacceptable there too, even in France or Italy. I mean, given the fact that I work out alone in the house or outside, and I don't go to gyms, I actually cannot tell you, man. And woman, no clue. I don't know how people on gym act like. Anyway, I think this contact is unacceptable everywhere, apart from perhaps in the fantasy world Ranko inhabits. To be fair, a certain comment regarding France came to my mind, but I better not say it. But yeah, soon, more or less, you won't be able to even, walk around like that, probably. Given how the country is changing for the worse. Anyway, now, what do I make of all of this? I think Ranko's taking this too far. I wouldn't mind if Ranko filled me up like that. It'd be nice if I could get in on the action. This one? Let's go with number 3. I think it might be nice if I could join in too. It would give me an opportunity to get to know Asa even better, and I'd be able to get reacquainted with Ranko too. Okay, that's not what I meant. I thought it would be like we are taking Ranko's place, basically. Well, whatever. Everybody will win.
No, don't touch me there. You said that, but I have to touch you here and here and here too.
But then again, maybe not. Poor Asa does look pretty distressed. Maybe I should put a stop to this, and I will. I'll definitely tell Ranko to stop. Eventually. For the moment, however, I think I'll kick back and enjoy the show. I would personally stop this if I was given a chance in here. I mean, technically, I know we are not dating Asa, but still, I would not be able to just.
Why are you doing this? I don't get it. Do you really need to touch me there? Yeah, I do. As your fitness coach, I need to be able to gauge exactly how fit you are before we embark upon any specific training. I'm acting for the sake of science. Is that really so? Yes, indeed. This inspection is an important part of my job. I need to see how toned the muscles in your butt are. So I know how much work we've got to do. Well, this is kind of awkward, but if it's part of your job, I can help it, even if it is embarrassing. I didn't know going to gym involve inspections like this for...
It doesn't. Definitely doesn't. That's because it probably doesn't. I think Ranko's taking advantage of you.
What? Truly suspect me of foul play, Shou?
Yes. There is no way what you're doing is a standard part of any procedure. Not even a gynecologist get this touchy-feely during the initial consultations. I think.
Oh, Shouhei, you warned me. I'm just trying to do my job.
And since when was being a pervert a proper career path? I can't believe I've... I can't believe I ever dated this woman. Ranko's conception of personal space has always been shaky, but she's gotten even worse with age. And here I was, still me thinking people were supposed to get more conservative the older they got, not less.
Miss Sakizaki, if you keep doing that,
Asa's abashed squeals are making me feel like I walked onto the set of an R18 movie, rather than a gym. If Ranko keeps it up, she'll put Asa off exercise for life. And that's what I was just saying, before we got here, she had a good feeling about this. I mean, we can always go to a different gym. Way to make everything awkward, Ranko. Hey, Ranko. I begin ready to castigate her anew, but I'm soon cut off by a happy exclamation from a third party.
Goodness me.
Another woman is observing this commotion from the sidelines, one hand on her hip. Said woman has very fair skin, nice, like a member of the European aristocracy, and her hair is similarly pale, also nice. Her eyes are amber, lined with long lashes, and her lips, which are pale pink, are pursed into a thin line. Scolding, she narrows her eyes and says coolly,
"This doesn't seem like particularly professional conduct for an employee at a gym."
By the way, this gym is designed the same way the gym in Prologue was designed.
You're being paid to coach people, not to grope them. I came here because I'm interested in bettering myself, but if this is how the coach at this establishment act, perhaps I ought to take my business elsewhere.
That's what I suggested earlier, actually.
This woman,
the white-haired woman jerks her head in Asa's direction,
might be too shy and self-conscious to tell you to knock it off, but I would never consent to being touched in the so depraved manner. I feel quite sorry for her. You're behaving like a perfect brute. A brute, huh? That's harsh, Tsumiki.
Said brute, aka Ranko, aka my ex-girlfriend. Finally lets go of Asa's rear, then approaches the white-haired woman.
I was just giving her posterior feel. You see the coach, how fit and healthy she is.
Yeah, keep that bullshit to yourself.
It's not like some creepy weirdo that gets off on fondling pretty women's behinds. That'd be magical creepy.
That's what she is, by the way. The white-haired woman, did Ranko call her Tsumiki? Nods. She doesn't look convinced, and if I'm being honest, neither am I. Ranko doesn't really have a thing for fondling women, does she? Man, I hope her relationship with me wasn't so disastrous it's turned Ranko into a lesbian. That'd be quite a plot twist, but it wouldn't do much for my self-esteem.
You're free to indulge in whatever hobbies you might have during your downtime, of course. But while at work, I expect you to act with a certain degree of professionalism. You're bringing shame upon this gym, Sakizaki. If this keeps up, you will only hemorrhage customers. Now, I think you're being a bit dramatic. And don't call me Sakizaki, it sounds so stiff and formal. I'm fine with Ranko. You might be, but I'm not. We don't know one another nearly well enough for that. By the way,
Tsumiki's lips curl.
I'd rather you didn't call me by my given name either. Ito is fine for the likes of you. What? But Tsumiki is such a cute name. It seems a shame not to use it. I can keep calling you Tsumiki, can't I? Are we friends? No. We barely know one another. But you've been coming to the gym for the last fortnight, Tsumiki. So like I said, we hardly know one another.
Tsumiki shakes her head.
Good grief, you're such a handful. For my supposed coach, you spend a lot of time flapping your lips and not much time doing anything actually helpful. Alright, now I see how it is. Are you jealous, Tsumiki, that I was giving our newbie her attention and I've been ignoring you? What? No, of course not. I really couldn't care less. Don't get the wrong idea. Where?
Ranko giggles.
As long as I know where I stand, I guess. Now I think I've had my fill with the new girl, so why don't I help you work on your stretches? We can limber up together.
Tsumiki turns her nose up in the air haughtily in a manner that reminds me of a cat.
It's too late for that. I already completed my own stretches while you were otherwise engaged. Oh, you did? I did. This is why you are such a joke, Sakizaki. You are utterly useless. I have no need for your help right now, but the same cannot be said, I suppose, for you. Oh yeah, I need to perform my own stretches. I got so caught up showing us around, it slipped my mind. I wouldn't want to pull a muscle. Very well, why don't you let me help you instead, coach? You wanna? I don't mind. I, unlike you, am always happy to help. Now get over here, let's get this over done and done with quickly. Aye, Captain, whatever you say.
Ranko bounds over to Tsumiki, ready to hit her summons, but before she can get herself into position, she says,
I'm sorry about this, Asa. I'll help you out with your own fitness regimen once I've got the time. I just need to stretch on myself first, and as you can see, Tsumiki here is awfully possessive. I'm not. Stop writing weird fanfiction about us, you useless coach, and sit down. Of course. I'm in your hands now, Tsumiki. Please be careful of me. I wouldn't want you to break me. Sometimes I think I might just like to do that.
Tsumiki mutters mutinously while getting into position behind Ranko on the floor. Tsumiki then presses her palms against the small of Ranko's back and... We hear the crack of her bones. I'm kidding. Wow, you are not stretched at... You are worse at stretch... How are you worse when it comes to being stretched than me? What the hell? Speaking of which, I really have gotten worse when it comes to being stretched. When it comes to my legs. As in... It's kind of... I mean, I'm still reaching like to the ground when I'm standing, for example. So I'm reaching to the ground with entire palms. But like I can't like kind of dig deeper. So what she's doing right now, I would easily reach my toes with fingers without bending the knees like that. Dude, she's working the gym. How is she so bad? Anyway. Unceremoniously, she pushes Ranko forwards. Ranko's torso seems to crumple, folding in on itself like a pipe cleaner, while droplets of sweat begin to bed on her brow. Ranko's breath escapes her lips in desperate gasps, as awkwardly she glances over her shoulder at Tsumiki.
Hey, Tsumiki, you're using quite a bit of force there, Oh yeah, I suppose I am, aren't I? You really are. You're being kind of rough, as a matter of fact. I know you're just trying to help, but would you mind dialing things down a notch? I'm not as young as I used to be, and if this keeps up, you'll put on my back. Then I won't be able to give you the attention you so obviously desire. I've already told you, Sakizaki. Oh, wow. That I desire nothing from you other than for you to do your job. For you to be an effective coach, however, you must loosen your own limbs up so you might better teach me. I'm doing this for your own good. Are you sure about that? If I didn't know any better, I'd thought you were trying to punish me. You would be thinking correctly. I have no desire to make you suffer for. If I'm hurting you, that might be for the best. They do say, no pain, no gain, do they not?
She's correct about that.
They do say that, yeah, but being subjected to undue pain never helps anybody. If you keep pushing me that hard, you'll break my spine. Huh, that seems unlikely. I'm not applying that much force. I think this is a perfectly normal amount of pressure.
Now that I think about it, when I was still in football club, when we were doing something like that, like the other one would not, it would be sometimes push your back, sometimes even sit on your back. Dude, Sakizaki would crumble from that for sure. Anyway.
If you cannot handle this much, perhaps you are simply a weak person who has no business coaching others. Don't tell me you are so very pathetic you are ready to throw in the towel already. No, it was the spine. I can endure at least this much. I'm not that weak. Good. Please do your best to withstand it then. Your limbs might age a little, but this is only what you deserve. Let us pick up the pace. Yes, Mom.
As I observe this scene from a distance, both of us mute. I've been so enraptured by Ranko and Tsumiki's power play for the last few minutes, I failed to pay Asa any attention. But I bet her expression is the same as mine. Blankly bemused.
Oh.
And she's supposedly the coach here. That's crazy. I finally tear my eyes away from this bizarre scene, which looks like something from an S&M roleplay, and look at Asa. So, it looks like these two have some unresolved tension between them, wouldn't you say?
It seems like it is. I don't really understand the relationship.
Join the club.
But I suppose they must be close, in a sense, if Ranko is letting Tsumiki, sorry, Miss Ito, get her own way like this.
Close, huh? I guess that's too far off the mark. They must be...
Ow.
In a strange sort of way, I guess. Gee, the entire dynamic between Ranko and Tsumiki is strange. What exactly do I think of all of this? I feel sorry for Ranko. I think Ranko deserves to be punished. I think Ranko and Tsumiki look pretty hot. I mean, yeah. I don't have much of an opinion really, for I do think Ranko and Tsumiki look fairly sexy like this. Now I wonder how it would feel if I was being dominated by Tsumiki.
Nice.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I'm getting shivers just contemplating it.
Owie! Tsumiki, that hurt! You'll have to bear with it.
Sorry.
You will have to bear with it, I'm afraid. The pain is proof that my tutelage is working.
Really? Oh, it's white shoes. Totally thought it was green. No laces. Interesting. Oh.
What tutelage? You're not teaching me anything. I thought I was supposed to be the coach here. You were until you disgraced yourself. Now I mean to put you in your place. Know how puny and feeble you are and repent. But I thought you said that wasn't punishment. It isn't. I'm simply trying to educate you. Try to be a better person next time, and I need to be so mad with you. So, you are mad. I knew it. You are jealous. You wish. Now less complaining and more paining. Ow!
Wow, that's really intense for... Tsumiki doesn't seem like the sort of woman I'd want to cross in a hurry. She's even more vindictive than a nine-tailed fox demon, and what's really scary about her is that her expression is hardly flickered during this extensive torture session. She's making Ranko writhe in agony, and she looks utterly unmoved. Is her heart made of ice? I think I'll try to keep my distance from her from now on. I already said that, didn't I? That sounds like a pretty good plan, although... Is this my imagination? Or does Tsumiki look strangely familiar? Have I seen her somewhere before?
I think we did. In the first episode, maybe. Phew, that was quite a vigorous workout.
I'll say, Asa and I had to endure Ranko and Tsumiki's little two-person performance for a further 5 minutes. Each second punctuated, or so it seemed, by a paint moan courtesy of Ranko. Fortunately, Ranko doesn't look too worse for wear after her impromptu warm-up session. She's beaming again like absolutely nothing amiss. I'm glad she was able to bounce back so quickly, but I guess that's just the way she is. She's never been one to dwell overly much on the past, and she doesn't let minor upsets get to her. Ranko's way more easygoing than I am.
You sure didn't make things easy on me, Tsumiki. You're like a demon, heh? That's Ito to you, and like I said, I was acting in your best interests. I do not think there was anything particularly demonic about my conduct. Well, you would say that, I really do have to wonder if you weren't trying to hurt me on purpose.
No, totally not. Just, like, I was never trying to hurt anyone on purpose while playing football, okay? I was always aiming for the ball. There might have happened some collateral damage in the meantime. On the other hand, I never, like, injured anyone, so it's fine.
You're imagining it. My feelings for you aren't strong enough to warrant such a response. And in that case, I'm not a child. I'm too mature to try and score points against people for imagined slights. What will you say?
Ranko giggles, then looks back to Asa.
I'm very sorry about all of that, Asa. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Oh, it's alright. You don't need to apologize.
Actually, let's have a look now at the outfits properly. So I believe what Ranko is wearing, she was wearing in the first Sakura, with the sleeves. Ito-san. I like that outfit. It's like a one piece, and on top of that you have the top, right? I'm digging that, not gonna lie. And Asa, well, nice shorts, that's for sure. Nice top, that's for sure. Also, I like the fact there's the marks from sun tanning clearly visible. I like that, I'm digging that. And some little gadgets on hands. To be fair, those never really are helpful, not gonna lie. Anyway. I read this line, alright?
You say that but other things they do. It's your first time in this gym and as such I need to coach you properly. I hope you don't feel too neglected. I'm right. You need fuss about me, really. But I want to fuss about you. I ought to give you given you're a paying customer. Your money is worth just as much as Tsumiki's.
That's Ito! I imagine it's like, you know, she could be on the other end of the gym and she would still scream that out.
Plus,
Ranko shifts a few steps toward Asa, then says in a whisper so Tsumiki can't overhear.
I think you're a lot cuter than Tsumiki's. I'd much rather spend time with you over that surplus. Oh, that's very nice of you, but I don't think I'm well that cute. My features are all average, and my hair is short and boring, like a boy's.
She's speaking bullshit.
Miss Ito is much prettier than I am. She's pretty, yeah, but you've seen the way she acts. She's so high and mighty, like she thinks she's some sort of princess. Teasing her can be fun sometimes, but she takes everything so personally. She's a huge handful. I think you'll be a lot easier to work with, Asa. Once again, I'm very happy to meet you. You too, Miss Sakizaki. Hey.
Ranko giggles.
You can dispense with the formalities around me. Ranko is fine. Alright then. Ranko. Yes, just like that.
Ranko beams, then slaps me on the back.
This girl of yours is a real cutie show. You sure landed on your feet when you picked her up. I was worrying about you a little after we split up, but now I can see I needn't have. I'm sure she'll look after you. She's so earnest, I kind of wish I had one for her myself.
This girl of mine? I frown. I think you aren't I think you are misunderstanding here, Ranko. Asa and I aren't.
Now, Asa, why did you decide to come along to this gym? Is there anything particular you're after doing our sessions? Oh, I was just thinking I'd like to lose a bit of weight.
From where?
And maybe get some muscle definition in my arms and legs. I don't want to be too muscular, I mean...
Asa toys shiny with her fingers.
I look enough like a boy. I don't need to make myself look even more androgynous. Well, that's funny. What is? You say you look like a boy, but I don't see it. From where I'm standing, you're obviously one, and a very pretty one too. I bet Shaw here thinks you're a little catch. Isn't it right, Shaw? Shaw? Isn't it right? Come on, Shaw. Tell her, come on.
Ranko slaps me on the shoulder again. With so much force it hurts.
You've always liked short, slender, kinda shy girls, haven't you? In that sense, I was never your type. It's funny things lasted as long as they did between us. You and Asa make a much better couple.
Maybe she has a point. I never really thought of Asa like that for. Maybe she has a point. Ranko might have a point there, but I feel obliged to correct her regardless. Ask you to sign Asa, we're not actually a couple. No, as I was saying, I try once again to correct Ranko, but my best efforts are in vain. Ranko started talking again.
Now, if you want to get a bit of muscle mass, perhaps you ought to try some simple weight training. We can start off small and build up over time. It's great for toning your biceps, and if you keep at it, you should feel a little sturdier. What do you say? I don't know. I've never lifted weights before. It sounds difficult. It's not difficult, really. You've got to keep a close eye on your form so don't hurt yourself, and of course, you shouldn't try to lift more than you're capable of, but I'll watch over you. You can't go wrong with my instruction.
I wouldn't be so sure about that one.
I won't let any girlfriend of Shou's injure herself. Not on my watch.
You know what, for? Even though they broke up, it seems like, at least, well, from Ranko's perspective, she can still act the way she acted, basically. That's good. No, Asa, really isn't. I say, but this time it's Asa, not Ranko, who interrupts me.
Alright then, if you think weight training will help me, then I'll do my best. That's the spirit, let's get you all set up, just follow me. When I'm through with you, you'll feel like you've been reborn. Working on your body should give you confidence, a huge boost, which is precisely what you need. You're way too cute to be shy, so shy and self-effacing.
10 minutes later. Alright, I'm digging this one. That's a nice CG.
Is this right, Ranko? Am I doing properly?
Asa looks at Ranko shyly, her face flushed. Asa sitting on the floor of the gym, her knees raised. With one hand, she's holding a wave, which she lifts and lets fall in a regular motion. Asa's not been at this for very long, but I can already see drops of sweat beating up her brow and up on her shoulders. This must be a pretty rigorous workout indeed, especially given Asa, to my knowledge, has never lifted waves before. But she's lifting boxes at work, so... She has experience fetching and carrying large boxes of books from the storeroom to the storefront, but that's not really the same thing.
I mean, it's still a good workout.
This more disciplined. Ranko fortunately is on hand to shower Asa with the praise she needs.
That's right, you've got the form down perfectly. Asa, just keep it up.
I guess Ranko's good for more than just breaking hard. She's good at giving pep talks too.
Right, I'll do my best. That's all I can ask for, really. Atta girl. Now let's see if you can do... since you're a newbie, I don't want to push you too hard, so let's say 20 reps. How does that sound? 20? That might be a bit difficult. My forearms are already starting to age. Oh, really? Is that too much of a tall order?
Asa's face flushes at this, though it was already pretty flushed, given her past exertions. Asa's so sensitive about her health. Even innocuous phrases like tall order get under her skin. It looks like Ranko quite inadvertently has lit a fire underneath Asa.
No, it's not too difficult. I can do it. I didn't come to the gym so I could sit around. I want to get in shape, and that's just what I'll do. I'll never get a figure I want if I don't work for it.
Asa looks pretty fired up now, though I have to wonder whether this isn't something of a fool's errand. She might be able to lose weight, sure, but if she keeps exercising, but it's not like she'll be able to get any taller. Ah well, I'll cheer Asa on inside my heart, even if this venture of hers is doomed to disappointment. You can do it, Asa!
Go, Asa, go, Asa!
Now, did that sound a little too cheerful? I'm not the exclamatory type, that's more Ranko's thing. I guess it's good. I kept my cheerleading inside of my head. I'm pondering this when...
Hey, you!
Oh, hi. You are... Inoue, right?
Inoue?
The woman raises an eyebrow.
Who's that? I'm Ito Tsumiki. For you'll not have cause to use my given name, of course.
Oh, right. Yes, now I remember.
You'd better. It's rude to forget somebody's name. And you are?
Kitagawa Shouhei. My family's name kind of long, so you can call me Shouhei if you want.
No, thank you.
No, that was a swift rejection if I've ever witnessed.
Fuck. Witnessed one.
Why should I use your given name? We hardly know one another. That would be moving a bit too quickly, wouldn't it? Regardless.
Tsuniki's lip curls.
I've no desire to be your friend or even your acquaintance. You mean nothing to me.
Nothing, huh? How harsh. And yet you are the one who approached.
What did I do to deserve the tongue lashing like this? From a woman I don't even know. At least I shouldn't know her. I still can't fight the feeling that I've seen her somewhere before.
For where exactly, I can't tell.
I actually can. But I can't in the game. You guys have seen her as well. And not guys. Surely does look familiar. Right, a frown. How am I supposed to reply to her outright hostility? I'm not upset by it, more than I'm confused. It doesn't make sense. Well, we don't have to talk. Not if you don't want to, but why do you approach me? Surely you must have something to say.
Indeed I do.
Tsumiki clears her throat, then resting her hands on her hips, she says coldly.
You've been in this gym for less than 10 minutes, and I've already seen you ogling every woman in the immediate vicinity. Can you knock it off, please? It is quite frankly disgusting. What? Ogling? Yes, ogling, you were doing it to me earlier, and now you're doing it to the new girl.
Tsumiki gestures at Asa.
You were staring her so hard I'm surprised you didn't bore a hole through her. How she can put up with it, I have no idea.
I mean, I think you might have gotten the wrong idea, Miss Ito. I wasn't ogling Asa, I was trying to support her. I've known her for a few years, you see, and we work together. She's my employee and...
So you're in a position of power over here, huh?
Well, I guess so, but...
Then that makes this even worse. I can't believe you'd mentally undress your own employee and out in public, no less. Men like you are really are the worst.
No, I really wasn't.
Sure, whatever you say, you can lie to yourself if it will make you feel better, but you can't lie to me. I can see right through you, Kitagawa.
Tsumiki turns her back on me, her long hair fluttering dramatically, but before she can stalk off, she says,
Don't try talking to me in the future. I'm not interested. I want nothing to do with a creep like you.
Hey, Miss Ito. I try to call after Tsumiki, but to no avail. She's already walking away. I watch her retreating back for a few moments, which seems to radiate rejection, before sighing. I didn't expect before coming here I'd be branded as a pervert. I'd hoped to make you a few friends, but maybe these hopes were in vain. Ito Tsumiki really seems to despise me. I don't know why. Later that evening.
Ah, that was so satisfying.
Oh? I glanced at Asa, intrigued by this exclamation. We both finished our strenuous workout at the gym, and now we're heading back home. The sun's already set, and the night sky is dark and scattered with stars. The town I live in isn't particularly large, but it's not completely backwater. There's a few tall buildings and visible blocks, plus a whole bunch of eateries. The lights are still on in the windows of the bars and restaurants we pass, and the sidewalks lit by the orange glow of the street lamps. There's still a sizable number of pedestrians thronging the streets, even this hour. Asa and I are just two figures among many. I don't suppose we're all that interesting to the people we pass, but they're not all that interesting to me either. All of my attention is focused instead on Asa. Did you have a good time at the gym then?
Yes, I did. I was a bit anxious at first, but Ranko was a very patient coach. She walked me through everything, and she answered all my questions. You were right when you said she was a nice person. She put me totally at my ease.
That sounds like Ranko, right? She's so cheerful and bubbly, you just find yourself getting sucked in. She's very good at ingratiating herself with people. Apart from my appendix, I'm ahead the grumpy, sore-faced Tsumiki. Tsumiki didn't seem to be a member of the Sakizaki Ranko fan club. In fact, it was quite the opposite. After talking to Tsumiki myself for a while, however, I've since come to the conclusion that she doesn't like anybody. She's so haughty and aloof, she really does remind me of a cat. All she's missing are the ears.
Yes, I gather as much. It's no wonder, really, that you like her so much.
Now that's a bit of an understatement. Back in the early days, Ranko and I would always stay together. I think I might have loved her at the time. But that was years ago. I am, as I keep reminding myself over it, it's ancient history.
I almost feel like I've been reborn, and the new exercise could feel so good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it so much, but I hope you weren't pushing yourself too hard.
Oh no, I feel just fine. I'm ready to take the world. In fact, I did get a little sweaty for. I think I'll need a nice long shower when I get back home, and maybe I should eat something nutritious too. I have a sudden craving for beef over rice.
You deserve it. You work pretty hard, so you should treat yourself if I don't. And I don't want you collapsing.
I won't collapse. I'll be just fine. I've never felt better. I think I'll have to become a regular at the gym. It's given me such a rush. This is the best idea I've had in years.
Congrats. Glad you enjoyed it. Alright, let's cut it for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Now, go stretch. Or go work out, one of the or both. That would be a good idea as well. I will actually stretch a little bit and yes, record one more episode because I can. Heck yeah. Holiday until the 3rd of January. Let's go. I'm taking that.
That's the life.
Anywho, let's end it. Hope you enjoyed. Consider liking the video, of course. Okay, we've met 3 girls already. Who would be your favorite? You can tell me that. At the, well, early stage really, because we don't really know much about Tsumiki. Of course, we know a bit about Ranko from the prologue, and, well, I guess it's the 3rd episode where we interact with Asa, so we know her a bit already. So yeah, tell me who's your favorite. And after you've done that, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. That would be super very much appreciated, as we are now on the road to that 2,500. Hopefully we can get there. With your help. Anywho. Oh yeah, there's also Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. If you're into this stuff, you can follow me there. It's in the description. All of that. And the game, of course, on Steam. Alright. We are cutting it. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next episode, which will be published tomorrow. Bye bye!